Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to teach you about React.js. So this video is actually for React beginners or those who want to revise on useState. So suppose we have this number and we have these buttons for increasing and for decreasing, and when you try to click or increase or decrease the number, it doesn't increase nor decrease. And this is our React component that we have rendered inside the app.jsx. So first we have imported the useState from React and we have defined our component, and inside our component we have returned the buttons as well as the h1 element with our number inside. So this is how you use a React useState. You declare a useState, and this is inside the brackets. That's where you put your current useState. And useState it actually returns an array, but inside an array there is two items. The first one, which is the current useState, and the second item, which is the function that updates the state. So you can simply write it this way: this is the current state and this is the function that updates the state. So now let's try to write a function that is going to help us increase the useState that we have put inside our useState function. I'm gonna use ES6. So this function simply says we're going to return our function, set function, which is the function that updates our state, and it takes a function, it takes a parameter rather. So inside the function, inside the parameter, that's where you're gonna put your count. Now we're gonna say count +1 because we want to update our count. So this is actually going to be rendered whenever this function runs. So now let's go to our button, the button that tries to increase the number, and inside the button we're gonna say button on click. So on click, we want to do what? We want to run this function that updates our count. And what does it do? It increases our count by 1. So we're gonna pass our increase number function. So let's go and try to increase. You can see that it does not increase because inside the h1 element we did not use the count state, because this is our count state as you remember. And if you're gonna try and increase, it increases, as you can see. And you can do the same for decreasing. Decrease number, return set function, and inside the function we want to decrease the count whenever we render our function. So button on click, we want to run this function, and if you can go to, when you click the button it decreases. Now let's say maybe you want to reset your numbers. Let's say maybe you're on number 10 and you do not want to click this button many times to go back. So to do so, you can write another button. We're gonna call it reset. As you can see, it doesn't reset our number. I'm going to use HR so that they can be separated. As you can see, this is reset. Now let's declare another function for resetting our numbers. So I'm gonna use ES6, remember. Reset number, I'm gonna call it reset number. So it's going to return set function to 0. So if you click this, reset button, you can see that it does not reset. Let's first try to increase the number, and if you try to reset, it doesn't reset because we haven't used the on click here on the reset button. So inside the reset button, you're gonna say on click, and now we're gonna call our function reset number, and let's try to reset. It resets. Let's decrease, reset, it resets. So thanks for watching, guys. Please consider subscribing, liking and sharing this video so that other people who need tutorials can discover my channel.